Good morning, Internet. Good to see you today. Today's reading will be Ezekiel chapters 10 through 12. I guess I'll share with you an annoyance of mine. How about that? And occasionally I'll glance over at some commentaries, for pointers or maybe little tidbits or whatever. One of the words I hear come up that I find irritating is the word Shekinah. I understand it. It's talking about the specific presence of God there, like in the temple, or in this case. I feel like it's one of those things that people, say it's not found in the Bible. It's in the Hebrew. It comes from old Hebrew writing. Just not a fan. Then again, in chapter 10, you see the creatures that Ezekiel saw by the river Chebar. And again, these are just wild-looking things. Every time I read this, I think too hard on trying to figure out what's actually being described. I'd never come any closer than I was some previous time. Maybe one day it'll just dawn on me. I don't know. But the glory of the Lord departs officially the temple and leaves Israel. And so the more I read and try to figure out a couple things in commentaries, I'm still trying to figure out Ezekiel's presence. This whole time, there's no indication that he actually goes to Jerusalem. Matter of fact, in chapter 11, verse 1, it talks about him being lifted up and moved over. But notice here it talks about the certain names of people. Imagine God calling out your name and you still don't respond well. Ezekiel preaches and one of them ends up dying. Then Ezekiel talks about the regathering of Israel, which is fulfilled in the return of the last captivity, but it's also going to be fulfilled in the tribulation, towards the millennium as well. Because some of the prophecies that are mentioned here at the end of the chapter do not fit the time when they're gathered, and then 400 years later Christ is born. And so then here's what I'm trying to figure out. Verse, chapter 12, he's in his house in Babylon, breaking out of it. And see, so that's why. How is this transported back to Jerusalem? Does somebody write these things down? And again, the message seems to be is those people that are in Jerusalem think that Jerusalem's not going to fall. They think that everything's going to be fine, everything's just going to go hunky-dory, and there's not going to be another destruction and another carrying away. And that's about to happen. If they would just turn, even this one wouldn't have happened. So again, God tells Ezekiel to prophesy. Also lets him know, hey, sorry, nobody's going to listen to you, but go do it anyways. That's all we're supposed to do. Do what God asks. Don't worry about the results. And speaking of that, have soul winning later today, and hope to see you there. Have a great day.